Like most traditionalists, when I hear talk about rape culture, I roll my eyes. Rape is a crime, and very few people think it shouldn't be, and it has been a crime for quite some time now. Most people think rapists should be harshly treated, so when feminists talk about a culture that supports rape, it doesn't really ring true. But then I read an article, The Meaning of No, which I'll link to below. And I went away and I thought some more about it. Within feminism, there are two thoughts about women and sex. The dominant one is the girls just want to have fun school of thought. Feminism is liberalism applied to the lives of women, not men and not society, just women. But the liberal ideals still apply. Liberalism is about the autonomous individual, maximum freedom for the individual, coupled with the idea that life shouldn't have consequences. So sex for women in this context is about freedom. Freedom from the consequences of sex. Legal contraception, abortion, freedom from shame, freedom to choose, and of course, freedom to experiment. They even have a name for this. They call it sex positive. The other school of thought is all sex is rape. To be a woman is to be a victim. Women should be autonomous individuals, but one of the things that stops that is sex. Sex is a weapon of the enemy. Sex is about male power. It is an act whereby the male violates the female. It is an act of violence and aggression by men against women. When you start to think like this, then a woman making love to her husband of 50 years, a man buying sex from a prostitute, or a man molesting a child, all start to look like the same thing. Now, most people, including most feminists, think this is crazy. However, this all sex is rape is a very strong undercurrent within feminism. And this undercurrent takes ideas that should be pretty straightforward and pushes it in strange and bizarre directions. So, for example, what happens when you live in an environment where sex positive is the accepted view of sex, but a woman finds that sex is not that positive? That sex is not just a physical act, that sex does, in fact, have consequences. For some women, seeing the consequences, either for themselves or in others, turns them towards the all sex is rape camp. Bizarrely, rape culture isn't directed at mainstream society as most of us think, but it is directed at sex-positive feminism. Feminism says either that there are no differences between men and women, or that the differences are so small that they don't really matter. Further, it believes that those differences that do exist shouldn't. Ironically, such a belief implies that women do not have any special issues or concerns. Sex-positive feminism certainly believes this. Sex is the same for a man or for a woman, and only sexism holds women back from enjoying sex in the same way that a man would. However, the reality keeps getting in the way. Women continue to view sex as more than just a physical act. This disconnection between the ideal and reality leaves space for rape culture to exist. Sadly, neither feminist school of thought is correct, and as the girls just want to have fun school is the dominant view within our society, that leaves us all with some problems.